Welcome back to SpeterTV. Many moons ago, I was asked to review Thomas and Friends: The Adventure Begins. Shout out Leon Engine. But you know, I'm not really a reviewer. I've never been a reviewer. I leave most of that to a bunch of other channels that I watch, and I'm sure you do too if you're here. And at the time, I was so new to this whole YouTube thing that I just wasn't comfortable going outside of my comfort zone yet. But well, this is the 100th video, so if I'm not comfortable by now, I mean I'll never be, right? And there's a certain format I've kind of always wanted to try out once, and I've wanted to mess around more in After Effects, so I mean, choo-choo.
Thomas and Friends, the adventure begins.
Some pretty nice imagery to start off with a fun trip through the sky before we go to the grounded world of trains. Ooh, these faces.
Hello? Hello?
It's a simple gag, but it made me laugh.
The man in charge of the little railway was Sir Topham Hatt.
I see.
But the engines used to call him the Fat Controller.
That controller looks nothing like a Dreamcast controller.
No use at all. A small engine like you.
Gordon.
Oh, please, Gordon, try.
All right, all right.
Gordon.
I knew I could do it.
Not even so much as a thank you.
Gordon.
Knapford is.
But this is Knapford. Where are you from?
Oh, Brighton, on the mainland.
The Fat Controller's new engine.
You know, even if the train faces can always be a little off-putting, I love how expressive they can still be, even though they're stuck with Batman neck.
I may not be as big as you, but I'm very hardworking.
Point guards. Train moonwalking.
That's Henry. He's a very kind engine, but he's a bit of a worrier. And he doesn't like rain.
Dude, you're a train. That's 80% rain. I don't care how much Thomas giggles, this looks horrifyingly painful. This man's freehand painting skills are legit. His hands might be sturdy enough to be a surgeon, or at least to win an operation. Whoa, Thomas, you are too new to this job to get reported to Human Resources already. Or Train Resources?
Thomas wasn't used to working in the yard on his own. It was very busy all day long.
This is a great time-lapse idea to illustrate how busy Thomas's day has been, and especially how busy it's felt for him. And from a technical level, it's beautifully simple. I like it.
You can't stop the rain, and you don't want to go around worrying all the time.
Oh, I don't worry all the time, Thomas. I hardly worry at all when it's sunny.
Okay, well it was super sunny, presumably for hours when you freaked out the first time. So what happened then?
It's not fair. All the engines pull trains except for me. I never go anywhere.
Thomas's ambition is both his greatest strength and his greatest weakness. Really, he's a great depiction here of how even traits that can be positive need to be kept in check. Do trains have lungs? This smile.
Thomas heard the guard's whistle, so he took off before his coaches could be coupled up.
Thomas, stop!
How slow are the fat dumpling's reflexes?
If you really want to go out, why don't you take my goods train tomorrow? I can take over in the yard if you like.
Edward! How can all the trucks be such jerks? Like, doesn't even one of them care about their own safety? If your friends are this dumb, don't follow them. legitimately dramatic. Nicely done. Stupid trucks. I really have to credit this franchise just for its premise. It's just such a creative idea to follow the lives of trains at work. Maybe if I lived closer to trains or something, I would have anthropomorphized them more in my own mind, but I don't. And I'm glad someone else did.
Look, Edward, look! I'm blue, just like you.
You're also number 1.
He was number 1.
Damn, it's just a game. Those jokes and jerks will get them all the same.
Do it!
I will do it.
I can't do it!
I will do it.
I can't do it!
I will do it.
Use your brakes! Use your brakes!
I can't. My brake blocks are on fire. They're made of wood.
Is it about wood?
So, quick wrap up, I guess. That was fun. I did enjoy this movie a good bit. I've never really had a real attachment to the Thomas franchise, but I always enjoyed it as a kid, and apparently I still do as an adult, or whatever I am. Honestly, the franchise is probably pretty underrated overall. And those train faces have always been just uncanny valley enough for me to just kinda love them. Well, thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, be honest with yourself. Subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell to let your speeder sense tingle when I upload. And 500's coming up soon. I'm working on something, hopefully for that. We'll see how that goes. And I'll see you next time. Forever.